There you go. Are you a Bitcoin collector? Are you an internet pirate? Are you a content aficionado? Are you an investor in strange and funny new technologies? Do you believe in breaking the banks? Do you believe in uh, the libertarian view that your wealth and your treasure is your own and no one else should be able to dictate it, least of all by fiat and the use or the threat of the use of force? I don't know, but right now Bitcoin is $3,800, 38.54. And if you were complaining about how expensive Bitcoin was when you tried to buy in a year ago when you were FOMOing out or FOMOing in, yeah, and then this is really not a time for you to be complaining compared to those times. At 3.8K per Bitcoin, you can snag a bunch of them if you have that kind of money for a lot cheaper than you could at any point in the past year. And to be perfectly honest, once the bear market eventually ends, and markets are cyclical, so eventually this bear market will end, the next time Bitcoin goes up to a new level, the next time the average is long term above 10,000, right? I don't think you're going to see it this cheap ever again. Maybe, who knows? Maybe it'll fall further. Maybe it'll hit 1,000. Maybe it'll hit zero. I don't think it's going to hit zero. But who cares about the price? Because to be honest, the price is not why we're here. This is not what I talk about. Prices. Bitcoin is going to survive whatever the price falls to and whatever the price rises to. It's just a currency. It will survive for a lot of the reasons that it has survived the past 10 years, despite all the naysayers. The fact that it doesn't have inflationary systems built into it, it's going to stay, 21 million Bitcoin stays 21 million Bitcoins, whatever happens. So the price is kind of not the point. What is the point, at least from my perspective, is how do marketers who are marketing blockchain projects right now win with cheapo crypto, right? What can you do to make sure that your marketing plan is going to succeed, whether you're marketing an actual cryptocurrency or a crypto platform or blockchain solution or blockchain product or whatever you're marketing, if it's related to the world of the blockchain and the crypto and all the tangles and all that, cryptographic systems. What do you do as a marketer, right? Is it about storytelling? Is it about focusing on organic links? Is it about paid advertising? Are you going to buy, undervalued Instagram ads? Are you going to focus on, are you going to copy, the lead marketers of the day? Are you going to chase after the methods that you see listed in search engine land or that you see advertised in all the different SEO roundtable or SEO journals? Are you going to start chasing all the different advice you read in all the different TechCrunch magazines or all the different marketing magazines or all the different PR, rags? Are you just going to start chasing, silly average news outlets that are telling you stuff for the mainstream public that have nothing to do with your business? No, right? It's not. Those are not the solutions in and of themselves. However, they are the solution in a matrix, right? If you put them together, if you weave in your SEO with your paid ads, with your word of mouth, with your, referral links, with your, emphasis on getting more direct traffic, with all that social stuff, all that juice you put on platforms like Facebook and Instagram and all that, LinkedIn or whatever you use, whatever your business is focused on. You win by doing it all and you lose by not doing it all. And what that means is you have to take this thing called marketing, divide it almost like a producer of a movie makes a movie with storyboards. And you have to chunk down each of the channels you're going to target, whether it's word of mouth, SEO or organic stuff, SEM, PPC stuff, social media, organic or paid, no shortage, even podcasting and video blogging and all that stuff. Each channel has its own way not only of being used to communicate to your audience and being optimized, but each channel is an opportunity for you to present your crypto related project or campaign or payment solution or payment option or feature or whatever it is you're offering that has to do with cryptographic services and products. Right? You need to optimize the platform. So for example, if you're building an organic page and you're covering, I don't know, crypto wallets of some kind, then you would want to have highly authoritative organic content that talks about the content on the page, that talks about the topic of the page in a very highly organic, highly authoritative way. So you're not afraid to link out to 1, 2, or even 3 highly authoritative other pages that are relevant to the topic on the page you're writing about. Same thing with videos. If you make videos, your words, your spoken words should be optimized just as they are for traditional products and services. You want to optimize them for cryptographic and blockchain products and services. There is no reason that marketers should lose because the price point of Bitcoin has fallen, 80% since the height, since the all-time high, and a bit more now. The price of Bitcoin at 3,800, for example, right, is still way higher than it was, almost 4 times higher than it was at the start of 2017. What stock has gone up 400%, or has grown 300% in that time? Which one? Which significant stock of any kind that you could actually speak about that isn't some little penny stock, obviously? Amazon? No. Apple? No. Facebook? No. Netflix? No. Have they done relatively well over the past 2 years? Yes. But have the stock market profits over the past year been completely wiped out? Yes. Are they climbing their way back up into the next cycle? Maybe. Maybe there's a bear cycle now and then a next bull cycle. The point is, you can't predict and time exact movements. Don't think in quarters as an investor and as a marketer of blockchain products, right? If you're marketing blockchain products, I consider you're investing your time at work, right? It's kind of investing. You're investing your time and work to be the best marketer of blockchain products. Don't waste your time fixating on the price of BTC. Don't waste your time thinking about, oh my God, is our business going to exist? Are people going to use Ethereum next month? Are we going to be able to sell our product that uses Ethereum smart contracts in a month? That's completely irrelevant to your marketing product and to your marketing process. You have to take it upon yourself to view blockchain and cryptocurrency marketing the same way you approach any other kind of media marketing, right? You could be marketing, I don't care, newspapers, shoes, apples, whatever, anything, toothpaste. You have to market it in a holistic way. Right? We're not in 1994. This is not the beginning of the web. This is not the beginning of the online revolution, right? Which, by the way, was already well underway in 1994, but that's another point. This is a start of, yes, the new revolution of crypto, which is benefiting from the already established presence of this internet thing that everyone knows and uses, right? So the barrier to entry is actually significantly lower than it was in 2000, 2001 when the dot-com bubble crashed, right? Significantly lower. You now have billions of people who understand enough about the internet to know how to get on it and how to use various elements of it. They might not know what DNS is. They might not know how to route a server. They might not know what a spam filter is. They might not know what SPF is. Who cares? They understand that they can get on the internet and find and share information and answers to practically anything they wanted. And if they are curious enough, they can also find solutions for payment systems and for public ledgers and for keeping a proper record of things. There's all these great solutions that the blockchain and distributed ledgers allow, and that your solution as a marketer probably also allows, right? So let's say you're marketing Casa node, I think it's what it's called, right? Like the house node or whatever. I think it's what it's called, or Casa box, whatever. There's a new little node that lets you essentially be a lightning node. on the Bitcoin network. It's a cute little box. I think cost a few $100. I don't know. They're not paying me for any of this, and I'm not giving advice or suggesting things to buy. This is just for entertainment, as always. But they have a cute little, brilliant little device that sells for a few $100, which surely in another year or two, will be cheaper, and competitors and copycats will make cheaper ones and knockoffs, and there'll be different qualities of them. But the point is, these things are coming online. You're getting more and more of these types of products where you can just literally plop down a little box in your house, plug in your computer or plug in your Ethernet wire or whatever, or just however you connect it to the internet, and start mining right from home, right? Mining the most profitable coins and whatever, or being a Lightning network, right? Node, right, which increases the strength and value and all that of Bitcoin itself. Those kind of products are being marketed through traditional channels online, right? They're letting an audience who already understands that the internet exists, and maybe they're already interested in crypto, or maybe the people buying it are going to give it to people who aren't yet into crypto. It's a great holiday gift, or it's a great birthday present, or whatever. Making these things mainstream, making these kind of concepts of new cryptographic currencies in a mainstream and approachable and relatable way, that is how marketers win with cheapo crypto. And it's how you're going to win with not cheapo crypto. When it goes back to all-time highs, you're going to win in the same way. You need to tell the right stories, which means you need to storyboard it correctly from channel to channel. You need to make the concerted effort to have all the different elements in place, whether it's link building or buying ads or having social profiles, conversing about whatever topic it is, or hosting forums, hosting chat rooms, hosting interviews, whatever it is you're doing, moderating discussions, showing your product or service in the right light to the right users with the right level of energy. That is going to get you to move your products, move your services into the market and score big wins regardless of the price of BTC. All right. If you're focused on that, then maybe you should be a swing trader or a day trader. I don't know. But marketing, especially if you want big wins with organic marketing, which means higher ROI because you have lower infused cash into the campaign. If you're spending 20% of your marketing budget on your organic and the other 80% on all the paid stuff, great. Keep that balance. You're going to have that win if you have all those ingredients in place. The way, again, to score those wins is no different than you would have scored it in other media previously, and it is no different than you will score it in new media. The differences that are visible, and even those that aren't, are very minute. A lot of them are aesthetic. Most of them are quite technical, but they're not going to change the way you tell your story in any given channel, right? The channel itself will dictate to you how it is best to communicate that story, right? So if you're on Instagram, your video can't be more than a minute, right? If you're on YouTube, it could be a long video. Here I am going on for a quarter of an hour, and you're still watching, right? But there are different purposes and different ways to communicate on each channel. Your personal website, you could have super long articles that are incredibly interesting that would never make it onto a large sort of mainstream news website because no one will ever post your 10,000 word article on, I don't know, even, a regular news site, right? They may do super long special articles, etc., but they'll usually break them up into multiple pages and have all kinds of things that will distract the user from just reading a 10,000 word article, right? How you approach the channels is very much dependent on the nature of the channel and your audience on that channel. If you have a super large following on Medium, right? If you're doing some tech product and you're trying to get out the word to other techies, Medium is a wonderful channel, right? So is Quora for a lot of other things in particular. If you're just trying to reach a sort of generically mainstream audience of a certain kind of sports team's fan, right? So let's say, I don't know, you live in Dallas or New York or Chicago or wherever there's big sports teams, and you want to find the fans of their biggest teams, right? You would not approach them by first going to the tech audiences. Yeah, whatever. I'm not, yes, there are a lot of people into tech, into sports, but you would first approach them by going to the sports groups, right? By going to the super fan groups. I'm sure they, yes, they all have web pages. That doesn't make them techie, right? Yes, they have Facebook groups. That doesn't make them a techie group. That makes them a sports group that use a technology to, advance their, whatever they want to talk about. You approach the audience on the platform that you need to reach, and you optimize for that platform, for that audience, for that message, right? Super important. Titles should be optimized properly. All the usual things you have to optimize, whether it's for paid ad or not. So, like I said, you can win big. Doesn't matter if you're marketing blockchain stuff or not. Doesn't matter if you're worried about cheap crypto or not. And mind you, if you're buying crypto these days, I mean, again, no one has seen prices this low all year, and since like the middle of last year. So this is definitely a buying opportunity if you are well moneyed and well situated. I'm not recommending anyone buys or sells, but if I had all the extra cash that I wanted to buy right now, I'm sure I'd be collecting even more of these cryptos because they're just, this is nice. And it's only nice if you're holding with a long view that it's going to go back up. I get it. I just think that, we're not going to see these kind of bargain basement prices for too long. Even if it dips to 1K, even if it dips to $500, I don't think it's gonna. But if it did, that would be a super short-lived fall, because at that price, think about it. Right now, there's not enough Bitcoin in the world for every millionaire to own one. Right. So if you own a Bitcoin, you own more Bitcoin than the average billionaire. I'm sorry, the average millionaire will be able to own in the future. Right. If it's still going on and all that. So there's a reason people are holding on to them. There's a reason people aren't just selling them off. Yes, people are selling them at 3, 4K, but the story of how it's being marketed, right? The story of how these cryptos are being pushed down by the price and now they're dead and all this stuff. We've heard all this kind of FUD before. That is not going to affect the long-term value of where these cryptographic currencies are going in the future. And that is definitely not going to affect how you win or lose. So focus on the win with your marketing of blockchain and crypto related products. Okay. I said it maybe 20 times now, so I hope I've been clear about it. If I'm not clear, tell me and I'll do the edit on this. That's it for now, folks. Thanks again for everyone who's watching. I know this seems like a crazy winter is not coming. Winter is here kind of feeling, although we're still technically in autumn in the Northern Hemisphere. But definitely brighter days, are undoubtedly ahead of us. I don't know which coin will do better or worse. I don't care. I think the point is the future of money and how people interact with it is very interesting and is evolving before our eyes. And we're very fortunate to be here to witness it with our own eyes in real time. So whatever you're into, whatever you're marketing, I wish you success. I wish you're doing, good things to the world and bring your success, not just to yourself, but to those around you. That's how you secure the best wins. That's how you secure the most real success that there is. And to that end, I want to thank everybody again for coming to this channel, staying this long, watching, engaging, socially, commenting, or doing whatever you do on the Book of Faces and the Tube of You. And until next time, take care.